You know, guys, there is a very strange thing that happens here in the Call of Duty community where if you talk about anything truth related, for example, if I expose Call of Duty's SBMM system, or, you know, maybe the fact that anti-cheat doesn't work, and maybe even, you know, some content creators out there that built their entire channel around a complete fabrication, you might hear some fanboys come out here talk about, oh, yo, this guy's rage baiting. Sorry. Yeah, that seems to be the term nowadays, is that people are just baiting. You know, there's nostalgia baiting, victim baiting, there's rage baiting. But guys, I have just found another one. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I've made the first discovery here on the planet of short bus baiting. And what I mean by this is that you make content that is not for the general public, okay? It's not for people with general education. It's not for people with an IQ above 14. It's for people that live on the short bus. Okay, fans of this sort of content that we're going to be exposing in today's video are complete and utter bots. You know what I'm saying? Like, personally, if I had the opportunity to tribute some of these short bus riding fanboys of some of this god-awful content that we're talking about in today's video to either Gorlock the Destroyer or to Mark of a Hero, you know, both of these big fat-ass tubs of lard, I would do it. But guys, in today's video, we're talking about some guy named Nixstah or something like that. I don't know. Apparently this guy's a hot shot because he got himself a world record. But how did he do it? Gosh. We'll take a look into that in just a second. But before we get into it, guys, I'm going to need you to do me a favor, alright? Please, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. Because if you don't leave a like, you're getting sat on by Gorlock and Mark of a Hero at the exact same fucking time. So please do that. Subscribe if you're new, and you know what to do down in the comments below. Hashtag Fooly50, guys. We're on the way to 50,000 subscribers. We're super close to 45.
You scared? You should have stayed the fuck home.
I have a very nice surprise for everybody at 45,000 subscribers, so let's get to that. But guys, check this out. This is a tweet that comes out from this guy named Nixstah. He says, just dropped a 79 on High Trip Resurgence. This is the best mode ever. World record? Question mark.
Shut the fuck up.
And obviously, when you see something like that, you know, especially if you're an OG COD fan, you might actually look at that with interest. You might be like, yo, you know what? A world record, 79, Warzone, solo. That's fucking insane. You know, we used to see Scump drop like 150, 200 bombs or 90 bombs and shit like that. Crazy shit on Black Ops 2. So it sparks the same interest, but then thankfully, there are people like this guy named Carlos Bit Me that come out here talking about, we got streamer Nixstah celebrating a 79 kill game in Warzone like he just beat LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan. He's 3-boxing, playing actual bots, and with the most sus aim I've ever seen. World record. Get the fuck out. And of the accusations that this guy just pinned on this Nixstah guy, the one that most interests me is the possibility that this motherfucker is 3-boxing. Yo, I looked at this like, what the fuck is 3-boxing? Yo, these new COD guys, there's some weird shit happening in the Call of Duty community, guys. You know, we've heard of reverse boosting back in the day, right? Back on MW2 with attack inserts and shit like that, right? Ever since MW 2019 came out and this new high-end SBMM system came out, that's essentially punishing anybody with thumbs, a lot of people have been resorting to 2-boxing, which is essentially you either have yourself a PC or a console, but wait, you have a second PC or console, and you have that hooked up so that you are on an alt account and on your main account on the same time. You make them party up, except on your main account you have your regular stats like you've been playing regularly, but on your alt account, your burner account, your little smurf account, it's an account with really dog shit stats so that it throws off the SBMM so that you get put in a lobby with a bunch of MW 2019 fans, you know, a bunch of handicapped fanboys.
Codman!
Where every single kill is a free kill, and then you make your second account leave the game, leaving yourself as your regular account in a lobby full of Treyarch devs, Infinity Ward devs, Activision devs, and as cringy as that sounded already, especially for these streamers that are profiting off of this sort of content, I guess we got some people taking it a step further with fucking 3-boxing. Brother Nixstah, do you have 3 consoles or 2 consoles and a PC hooked up to the same setup and rig. Brother, what the fuck is your electricity bill like? Jesus Christ. Anyways, guys, I got to looking into his content, and I'm not gonna lie, not a single millisecond of anything in there has piqued even the slightest interest in me, except for the way that he is titling his bullshit. And none of it actually has to do with him or what he has to offer, unless it's a complete fucking lie. But as you can see here, 79 kills, Verdansk solo quad, world record on Warzone. That's the one that I saw, and I mean, as you can see by the little red bar there, I don't give a flying fuck about this guy's content. Then there's the goodbye C9 type of video like Swag used to make. Then there's a top 5 loadout. Then there's an 80 kills on Verdansk. Then there's the fastest killing gun. And then there's the #1 OG loadout. I mean, you can see what the fuck this kind of content is. And I'm not the only one that thinks this way. There is no sort of interest level in here. I mean, this guy's getting a couple thousand views at best on these videos that are like a half hour fucking long. Good God. How he's managed to rack up over 200,000 subscribers is beyond me, which is exactly why I'm out here talking about short bus baiting, okay? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll be a rage baiter. But this guy's a fucking short bus baiter, okay? Because nobody with a brain is watching this content, looking at this guy manipulate the entire game, acting all hyped when he gets a kill. Like, bro, he gets a kill on a guy that's looking at the fucking sky or who can barely move, looking like Stephen fucking Hawking. He gets a kill on the guy, and all you hear him say is, "Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, chat, did you just see that? Oh my God." Like, dude, are you fucking gooning? Are you good? Look, guys, I genuinely contemplated about putting his content in this video just to show you guys what I see. But seriously, if you want the equivalent of what his gameplay looks like, go on YouTube and just search up Special Needs Elementary School. What the hell? And this isn't a shot at any of the special needs students at elementary schools. I understand that sounds a bit insensitive, but over here, I'm the fucking SCAD master, okay? There's nothing that is insensitive, okay? Those kids growing up in the special needs classes wouldn't even have it in their brains or in their fucking heart to manipulate people on Call of Duty for content, for views, for money. Okay, let's be honest here. And what's really crazy to me is looking at this guy's account, he graduated from UCLA. Like, brother, are they showing you how to do this in UCLA? Did you actually just spend 4 years of your fucking life going to UCLA for some bullshit like this? Are you dog shitting me? Please do not tell me you have a degree, man. That is the last thing I want to hear. Do you have a degree from UCLA? Because if you do, look, I'm a guy that's out here on the West Coast in Cali as well, okay? I've been around UCLA before. A lot of fat bitches, okay? Nixstah, I know you don't know me. Prior to this, I didn't know who the fuck you were. Let me kindly introduce myself to you, okay? Salutations, NixSTAG. I'm the fucking SCAD master. I'm not a big fan of people that lie and deceive, especially not for profit. That's not very cool. You're obviously not gonna change your content. This isn't for that fact. This message is not for that. I don't even think you're bad at Call of Duty. By the looks of it, you're at least somewhat competent. It just so happens your competition in the game are complete and utter fucking retards.
I wanna respect you, but I can't.
Let's just call it what it is. That's what it is, alright? Apparently you have like 2 million followers on TikTok, okay? It makes sense because your content appeals to low IQ individuals that have the fucking attention span of a goddamn ant. So I get it. The money, the views, they all look good, right? But seeing as how you're a graduate from one of the most prestigious schools in all of fucking America, at least by California standards, please tell me you did not just go through all of that nonsensical bullshit just to be a 3-boxing loser on Call of Duty, please. Bro, this is how it's supposed to be said. There's a saying out there, right? Death before dishonor. I'm sorry, but you would never ever in a million fucking years catch me cheating in Call of Duty or manipulating the system for a couple of views, okay? You're not even getting that many views. You're getting like 1,000 fucking views on this shit. Are you dog shitting me? Brother, do it for 100,000 views. God damn. You're dropping world record stats on a bunch of fucking morons for 1,000 views? Eat a fucking cock. And then there's the people that responded to you in your own tweet about how you got a world record against all of these mini spawns of Stephen Hawking. This guy says 3-box lobby abuser trying to flex his games. Cute. And then NixSTAG says, go drop 80 and I'll delete my Twitch account. To which this guy comes back and says, go get some pussy and I'll delete my Twitter account. Nix, do not get ratioed in your own replies to somebody that is talking shit. Good God. And then the rest of the replies are something like this. There is one fanboy at the top with cock in his mouth and dick in his butt, and then everybody else is just calling it out. VPN for sure, there's no other way. Now do it in World Series of Warzone. He absolutely will fucking not. Actually bored of two boxing VPN streamers. Should known cheaters be allowed to have a world record? I say no. I'm speaking for all of us when I say none of us are getting past 30 kills without being kicked and placed into limited matchmaking for 7 days. Guys, this is literally just fake content. And what I find truly disturbing here is that we have a game like Call of Duty where they blow all of this smoke up everybody's asses talking about, oh, we don't allow cheaters in our game. Oh, we don't like people that account boost. We don't like people that manipulate game data. We don't like people that do this. We don't like people that do that.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yo, Activision, Ricochet, can you guys grip your fucking nuts and do something? Take some goddamn action, you fucking beta bitches. Look at this motherfucker NixSTAG over here is 3-boxing for a world record versus your biggest fanboys, your biggest little pay pigs. Everybody here knows it. The biggest Call of Duty fanboys are the ones that fall for this nonsense and are seemingly the people that you see in these sort of gameplays where they don't know their lefts from rights. When they look up, they look down like it's fucking inverted. They got 2 fucking lazy eyes. They have a prosthetic thumb. These are the people that spend the most in the game. And your buddy Nixstag over here, he's been shitting on them for 1,000 views a pop for money. I don't know if he gets a shit ton of membies or super chats in his streams because there's absolutely no way a UCLA grad student is banking off of 1,000 views of video 40 fucking minutes long of him taking a shit on people in the Special Olympics.
That's a new Special Olympics record, folks!
But maybe Activision's cool with it because if he's 3-boxing, then he has 3 accounts, which means their player numbers go up. So, I mean, hey man, this might just be some total corrupt bullshit going on in the background, so he might not actually get a penalty for this. My genuine prediction? He probably won't. But when it comes to the basic principle of just doing things the legit way, we've talked about it before. We've talked about it when we talk about the actual anti-cheat and Ricochet and all of these people with wall hacks and aimbot. Yeah, this guy's not necessarily cheating, quote unquote, but if you're manipulating your own fans, and your fans probably don't even have human rights, then I'm tempted to just throw you in the same category, man. I mean, I guess by a technicality, you're not cheating, but fuck that, man. If we're just defying all logic out here and not using any sense of reasoning in here, then I have complete leverage to come out here and say, NixSTAG, you are cheating. If it doesn't make sense to you, guess what? It doesn't fucking matter because nothing that this guy does requires any semblance of common sense, logic, or reasoning, okay? He is here for one purpose and one purpose only.
I came here for 2 things, to suck some hard candy and suck some dicks!
To make some goddamn money. I mean, hey guys, look, there's 2 options here. I can't really get mad at NixSTAG for this. It's either a UCLA graduate student 3 boxes for 1,000 views and gets a couple of pennies off of his streams, or he's out on the corner shaking ass. I mean, I don't know how far you're away from Skid Row, but you're probably out there, ass out, popping, hanging out loose on the goddamn corner for a couple of pennies a fucking honk. So honestly, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably do the exact same thing as you right now and 3 box for views and money. But thankfully, I'm not you. I'm the fucking scat master. And the scat master doesn't stand for this nonsensical bullshit. Sorry. Look guys, to end this video off, let me just bring this quote back to you, okay? Death before dishonor. If you ever find yourself in a position where you need to 3-box for 1,000 views a pop and a couple of super chats and membies in a stream, just give the fuck up, okay? There's so many other places you can make money that are certainly significantly more honorable than lying to your own viewers and to literally everybody and taking a shit on people that attend the Special Olympics. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts on these streamers that are cheating and 2-boxing, or I guess in this case, fucking 3-boxing? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.
This ain't in my body.